Show.
Two teams, only one ring. Welcome to the finals on 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kenny the Jet Smith here to tip.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA. Game 1 of the NBA Finals. The Toronto Raptors showed a scintillating display of teamwork to become conference champions in only 5 games. Now, only one adversary remains as they prepare to wage the ultimate battle against the Spurs. The pinnacle of the postseason, the NBA Finals, is here.
Basketball's biggest stage, the NBA Finals. It begins here, and 2K Sports is happy to bring it to you. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Doris Burke, our game analysts, and from the sideline, David Aldridge. It's the Toronto Raptors taking on the San Antonio Spurs. Take a look at the Spurs. They're the top seed, possessing home court advantage, and they're looking to come out and make a statement here in this first game.
And it does not get any bigger than this. The NBA Finals, the world's attention fixed on this court tonight, but surrounded by the embrace of their home crowd. They'll look to start this series with a win.
We've got a chance here to set the floor, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this one. So for Toronto right now, DeRozan and Miles are the wings. Ibaka is the 4, and Valanciunas in the middle. And it's Lowry in at the 1.
Well, this is the go-to play for Kyle Lowry. The pick and roll, he has got it down. Outstanding pass. He reads the play as it develops, and his lead pass is absolutely perfect.
The Spurs shooting their first free throw of the evening. San Antonio on defense. Takes the 3. And again, Toronto with the triple.
It took a lot of work for Kyle Lowry to become this dangerous from three-point land. And downtown is one terrific option among many for this guy.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. And DeRozan kicks to Valanciunas. It's rebounded by Leonard.
Boy, the defense collapsing and throwing him off balance on his way to the cup.
And that one, good. And it's 7 points for LaMarcus Aldridge.
That's 3 straight shots to fall here to start. Looking good.
And DeRozan kicks to Ibaka. Toronto working the ball around now. A three-pointer is right on target. 9 points for Kyle Lowry.
Well, Lowry had his mind made up. It's the rise and fire as soon as he gets the touch.
And finished off by DeRozan.
Well executed, and then you love the strong finish.
Yes, you love that they're not settling for anything outside the paint. Excellent work getting right to the tin.
Kevin, he is tough to stop when he gets to the rim.
Yeah, Greg, he can get up a few notches higher. Lowry for 3. Offensive rebound. And staying with the play, Valanciunas.
Well, I think, Kevin, this is something Jonas Valanciunas has hung his hat on. His ability to consistently get to the offensive window. Nicely done.
Green kicks to Aldridge. That one, no good. Some solid defense from Ibaka. Lowry against Parker, and the call will be against Tony Parker. That's foul number 2 for him.
Well, and guys, that's what he wanted to avoid. A second foul before the end of the opening period.
Mills, he's checked in for Parker. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Ibaka. And while we have a chance, let's now take a look at the NBA's season assist leaders. Kyle Lowry 3rd.
And it seems like he's taking it on his shoulders to get every one of his teammates involved in the offense here in the postseason. What a passing display.
Green kicks to Leonard to the paint. It's stolen by Ibaka. And out of bounds as the Spurs gain possession.
Well, that's just taking your eyes off the target before releasing the pass. Very careless.
Laverne, he's checked in for Pau Gasol. And Toronto also making a switch. Powell's checked in. Spurs trail by 4. Green kicks to Mills. Aldridge, the pass to Mills. Shot's good by Laverne.
Boy, the bounce pass put right on the money. Nice assist.
Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Well, Dwayne Casey and I got a chance to talk for just a bit. We talked about game 1 and what it would mean for them to win it on the road. He told me we're up against the best our conference has to offer. It would be a huge victory for us. But more important than that, they'd realize that we're going to fight them every step of the way in this series. Well, looks like this is going to be a tough one. Kevin, back to you.
Thank you, David. Looking at who's out there now for the Spurs. Bertanis, he's checked in for Aldridge. Gay comes in for Leonard. And it's DeJounte Murray in for Danny Green. Lowry kicks to Siakam. Shoots the 3. Here's Nogueira. And a good offensive board. And he gets the bucket. Nogueira's got his first 2 points of the night.
I'll tell you, good things always come when you've got players who work hard for second chance opportunities.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
The Spurs have shot just 1 free throw earlier. 1 for 1 in the game. DeLon Wright, he's checked in for Toronto. Free throw good. Mills. Here's Wright. And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played, doubled by Murray. And Wright kicks to Nogueira. Down low. Here's DeRozan, and he's fouled on the shot. 1 free throw coming up.
I think I can make the case that DeMar DeRozan finishes through contact like a big man. This guy is tremendous at end-one opportunities.
Spurs trail by 4. Here's Bertanis, and that one is hammered home.
And already you're seeing great execution from both teams.
Well, I like the synergy, right? The ball is moving well, and they're seeing that hard work pay off.
Yes, that goes in. And it's 7 points for DeMar DeRozan.
I think the fans always hope for the spectacular with DeMar DeRozan, but those mid-range are just money.
7-foot shot. Bounces high off the rim and drops. Laverne's got his second basket of the game.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
There's a good screen. Here's DeRozan. It's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
Well, that's the attacking style of DeMar DeRozan. It's why he gets to the free throw line with such frequency. He's such a hard driver.
White, he's checked in for the Spurs. And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
There's that accurate touch of his at the stripe. He is locked in.
Over to the left wing. Gay passes to Bertans. Battles through traffic and lays it in.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
DeRozan against Gay. Outside DeRozan. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And the shot goes in. DeRozan's got 11 points.
Well, tremendous scoring on the move, right? Not to take anything away from that spot-up mid-range game, but DeRozan just dynamite getting to the cup. Boy, they don't waste any time on that inbound play. Very little the defense can do to react to that one.
And so it's DeMar DeRozan making highlights for Toronto. He comes away with 11 points in the quarter and is showing no signs of fatigue. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And Serge Ibaka, known for his shooting ability now, he talked about the confidence his team.
He trusts you. Every time he passes the ball, when you don't shoot, he's screaming you, shoot ball. Then next time what? You will shoot.
Well, if you wonder how much difference a coach can make for a player, there it is, huh?
You heard it in Serge's voice, too. That confidence has already been planted in him. That voice telling him, shoot the ball, is now in his own head. He's going to be just fine.
Get there, get there. Welcome back to our coverage of the NBA Finals. More action straight ahead. And from what we've seen so far from the Raptors, guys, your thoughts?
Hustling on that offensive glass, that's led to a number of second-chance points.
I don't think the defense has been very good. And right now they're letting them pounce all over them and get second-chance opportunities.
We've got Murray. Anderson is out there with Laverne. Then it's White, and it's Bertsinus in at the 3 spot. That's the San Antonio 5. Parker's checked in for the Spurs. Here's DeRozan. And it's White with the rebound. Here's Laverne. And Laverne throws it down.
And that's an example of willpower right there, guys. I mean, grabbing the offensive rebound and then going back up strong.
And GA, in a close game like this where every possession is critical, that could prove to be a very big one.
Yeah, he saw he had a huge opportunity to help his team. Score is tight-knit, and he comes through.
San Antonio making a switch here. Gasol's checked in. And the Raptors also making a change. Miles is checked in. And the call will be against Tony Parker. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Leonard, he's checked in for Davis Bertans. And then for Toronto, Jonas Valanciunas comes in for Nogueira. And Serge Ibaka subbed in for Pascal Siakam. Right outside. Knocked away. Parker with the steal. Leonard attacking. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
Powell with the screen. Valanciunas with a screen on Parker. And Wright kicks to Valanciunas. The kick out to Wright. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
Boy, that is not the shot they were hoping for, but they'll take the result. Anderson's
shot is off.
Boy, too much traffic in the lane. Very difficult finish with the defense draped all over him.
Ibaka dishes to Wright. And Gasol comes to help. And the call will be against Tony Parker. That's his 4th foul of the contest.
And that's his 4th foul. And we're not even at halftime. That is going to limit his playing time and his aggressiveness the rest of the game.
Here's what San Antonio's going with right now. Aldridge comes in for Anderson, and it's Green in for White. The Raptors also with a sub. Kyle Lowry, he's checked in for DeLon Wright. Now here is Lowry. He's got 9. It's good, and the San Antonio lead is cut down now to just 2 on the basket from Valanciunas.
And look at how quick he was to bite on the pump fake. Left his feet way too soon. Now, that's what we're talking about in terms of the activity level defensively. You got to protect the rim.
No, exactly, Greg, especially when the ball is that deep inside. You've got to respect how he altered that shot.
Miles with another miss. Spurs have gone 4 of 7 from the field in this 2nd quarter so far. Leonard attacking. Good, and the assist goes to Gasol. Leonard's got the lead up to 4 now for San Antonio. Toronto's gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. Valanciunas with a screen on Parker. And the rejection by Leonard.
And a sensational individual defender. Leonard will lock you down. Rejections are just part of the package he brings on the defensive end.
And San Antonio calls the first timeout of the game. Rudy Gay's checked in for San Antonio. Mills comes in for Tony Parker. Spurs have gone 5 of 8 from the floor here in the 2nd quarter. Over 60% shooting. Aldridge. And it's Leonard with the jam.
And he shows us all what the breakaway rim was invented for.
Can you believe he almost brought the whole thing down by hanging on that long? Here's Ibaka.
Boy, Kyle Lowry can be so creative sometimes. You think the window's too tight, but he finds a way.
Rebounded by Valanciunas.
Yeah, you won't see him miss many dunks unless you've got somebody right in his face, as was the case there on that possession.
Back to Lowry. Here's the 3. They get it back. Second chance shot, and too long on the shot. San Antonio leading. Leonard the pass to Green. Here's Aldridge. Powell pulls it in. Toronto's gone 4 of 8 tonight from three-point land, shooting 50% on the 3 ball here. From deep. And that's out of bounds. Toronto will retain possession. And some changes here for the Raptors. Nogueira, he's checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. Pascal Siakam comes in for Serge Ibaka. And it's DeRozan in for Powell.
And Gay is superb at knowing where to run to in the open floor. A clever forward who finds ways to score in the fast break.
And that replay presented by Under Armour, showing us the fantastic steal that led to that fast break finish. Another unleashed chaos moment. Leonard attacking. It's good. And now a 5-point Spurs lead.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
Pass to Siakam. And he throws it down hard with one hand.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. Spurs lead by 3. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge. Thank you, David, and we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
And hello again. What a showing tonight. A sold-out building. Checking out the Spurs. They knew Game 1 might be a hard-fought struggle, and tonight certainly has been that. We'll see what adjustments they make in the second half to try and capture a 1-0 lead in this championship series. Kenny, what was your take on San Antonio?
I love the motion on offense. Guys are moving the ball.
We come back to San Antonio now with a look at the world-famous Riverwalk with its restaurants and San Antonio leading by 3, setting the floor for the Raptors. Miles and Ibaka, the small and power forwards. The talented Lowry and DeRozan pair in the backcourt. And it's Valanciunas in its center. And it's Aldridge missing. Raptors shooting one of the high points for them in this game at 54%. And the foul called on Danny Green. That'll be his second foul of the game. Parker's checked in for San Antonio. Off the pick, and the dunk by Valanciunas.
I tell you, you allow Jonas Valanciunas space, and he will throw it down. He's got the size and length to make it look easy.
Here's Aldridge. Slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. Serge Ibaka picks one up there.
Yeah, heard the whistle and then kept his focus and able to still knock it down.
San Antonio shooting their third free throw shot of the game. Raptors trail by 4. Lowry kicks to Valanciunas. There's the pass to Miles. They double him with Green. Parker with the steal. In transition, here come the Spurs. He shoots again, and it's Aldridge with the bucket inside. Aldridge has got 14.
And now this game is becoming a showcase for Aldridge. He's been out of control. A one-man team. Now it's just a matter of getting him the ball and getting out of his way.
And the call will be against Tony Parker. That's his 5th foul. A different look now for San Antonio. Bertans comes in for Kawhi Leonard. And Murray subbed in for Parker.
Yeah, blown opportunity after the two-man game creates a terrific look.
Well, he simply misfired. You've got to capitalize when the screen opens up wide open shots like that.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
And DeJounte Murray gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. San Antonio making a switch here. Burns checked in. DeLon Wright, he's checked in for Toronto. He dishes it to Ibaka. Back to Wright. Right side, DeRozan. Over Green. And nothing is falling for him right now. Here's Laverne. And the rejection by Ibaka.
Boy, great extension from Ibaka. His length always a factor.
Kyle Anderson, he's checked in for Pau Gasol. Murray, the pass to Bertans. Anderson kicks to Laverne. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Clock at 4. Here's Green. Second chance shot, and he got the whistle, so he'll have a 3-point play opportunity.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Mills, he's checked in for the Spurs. The Raptors also with a sub. Powell, he's checked in for C.J. Miles. So timeout called here, the first for Toronto.
Well, I mean, he needs to talk to his guys. The interior defense has been horrific.
Absolutely no rim protection whatsoever. At this point, the other team is walking all over them on the inside.
And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Green. Let's take this chance now to show you the list of the postseason scoring leaders. The fourth spot held by DeMar DeRozan.
And he's taken off on a tremendous scoring streak at the perfect time. I mean, obviously, he's established himself as a premier playoff performer.
And Mills kicks to Anderson. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Anderson's got the lead up to 11 now for the Spurs.
Well, everything starts with a great pass, right? That's really pretty.
Now here's Wright. Defense right on him. At the elbow, it's Ibaka. And there's the feed to DeRozan.
This is, Kevin, to me, a special ability to draw fouls, and that's one of the things that sets DeRozan apart. We see him work these angles, get the call all the time.
Toronto shooting their fourth and fifth shots at the foul line in the game. And the Spurs making a change here. Gay's checked in. Nogueira, he's checked in for Toronto. Pascal Siakam comes in for Serge Ibaka. Bertans passes to Anderson. It's deflected. Now here's Powell. He's covered by Gay. Powell dishes to Wright. Passes it to Siakam. He feeds it to DeRozan. To the wing on the left. Pass to Siakam. And DeRozan. Here we go. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
And this is part of what, to me, Kevin, makes DeMar DeRozan such an efficient scorer. The success at the free throw line. Year in and year out, this guy has been a consistent force at the stripe.
DeMar DeRozan hits them both. A little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. And Mills kicks to Gay. Pass to Bertans. To the inside. Here's Laverne. And Laverne throws it down.
I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. And Wright kicks to DeRozan. Shot from the top of the key. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him.
Oh, my goodness, Kevin, it doesn't get much more efficient than that. DeMar DeRozan capable of these kind of outbursts.
And Anderson kicks to Gay. Powell with the steal. And here's the fast break. And oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. And the shot is good. 19 points for DeMar DeRozan. San Antonio leading by 5. Bertans kicks to Laverne. And Laverne throws it down.
Now, how about breaking out the Statue of Liberty on that dunk?
A nice way to pad that lead a little more. You're right. DeRozan against Gay. Free throw line jump shot. DeMar DeRozan again. DeRozan's got 21.
Great quarter for him at the offensive end, trying to will his team back in the game.
Right for 3. Bertans grabs the board.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
This is what he does for this team. Provides consistent scoring that helps them get the lead and keep it.
Raptors trail by 7. 19 seconds left in the third. Now here's Wright. He's covered closely. Outside DeRozan. Just 5 to shoot. No good with the elbow jumper.
Oh, a lapse defensively, and they actually get away with it. Bad idea to leave him open consistently, though.
And so it's the San Antonio Spurs heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. Their lead is where it is because they've gotten good shots. A lot of good shots. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. Now let's take a listen on head coach Dwayne Casey.
We all got to track down and come in and rebound.
Just 1 quarter left in regulation. Welcome back, everyone. Thanks for tuning in. Raptors trail by 7. Aldridge and Kawhi Leonard, the 2 stars at the forward spots. Rudy Gay is out there with Tony Parker. And it's Gasol at the center, locking down the middle. That's the San Antonio 5. And the foul call on Kawhi Leonard. That is his first foul of the game. Gasol with the steal. And the Spurs pushing it up now. Then Gasol with the dunk.
And the stick-with-it attitude of Gasol, just overwhelming the defense with his length.
Got a piece of it, and stolen by Gay. And then Gay with the jam.
You gotta love watching Gay just soar through the air. An amazing dunker who just relishes these opportunities.
And the highlight reel replay brought to you by Under Armour. Another Unleash Chaos moment. Excellent work by the talented people in our production truck as well. Here's Lowry. Not going to go that time. Now San Antonio takes it the other way. Leonard attacking. Banked in off the glass. And the Spurs lead by 13.
And he moves so well. When Leonard drives the lane, it's pretty much a guaranteed bucket. Terrific body control, and he plays with the ultimate force.
Toronto calls timeout. Nice game. Great performance by LaMarcus Aldridge.
He's flat giving it to him right now, and this timeout is critical if they're going to stop his momentum. I think you've got to make some major defensive adjustments.
And the Spurs making a change here. Green's checked in. Valanciunas, he's checked in for the Raptors. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, guys, I was able to listen in on what Dwayne Casey went over with his team. He is not pleased, and he told them they have to make a push right now. He said, look, we got to make a move, or I've got to pull the plug. Pretty blunt stuff, Kevin. Back to you.
Thank you, David. Lowry passes to Valanciunas. Kicks it to Powell. Ibaka outside. Screened by Valanciunas. 6 on the shot clock, and it's Miles missing. Spurs leading by 12. Holman here now for an injury report. Now an update on DeMar DeRozan from David Aldridge. Dave, what'd you find out?
Hey, guys, the head athletic trainer of the Raptors was able to give me an update, and the news is pretty good. It does not look like a severe injury. Losing a player of this caliber would be difficult for them at any time, but especially during the NBA Finals. Kevin?
All right, David, thanks for checking in and letting us know how he's doing.
And let's just hope that he doesn't have any setbacks during his recovery.
Well, and barring any of those setbacks, Greg, I wouldn't be surprised to see him back ahead of the schedule they've laid out for him.
And every set they're running looks like it's designed to produce a triple.
Well, you love how the ball is popping outside on the perimeter. It's being moved and finding the open man, and they're cashing in.
Screened by Valanciunas. Here's Lowry. Again, the miss by Lowry. Spurs have gotten absolutely red hot shooting the ball here in the fourth. A perfect 6 for 6. And that one is good. And now it's a 12-point Spurs lead.
And what about the way Gasol sees the floor? So gifted at whipping the ball all over to the open man.
And here is Powell. Outside Lowry. And Lowry gets double-teamed. Here's Valanciunas. That falls. Nice feed that time from Kyle Lowry. Lowry's got his 7th assist in the game. Here's Parker, and it's blocked by Ibaka. They get it back. Raptors trail by 10. Lowry kicks to Powell. There's a screen. Screen by Valanciunas. And here's Miles outside. Good on the triple. Miles has got 6 points in the quarter.
Well, you have to be able to set good screens, and it's always been such a big part of what Jonas Valanciunas has been asked to do, and he executes perfectly.
Here's Parker, and the rejection by Ibaka.
Can't waste a second now, and even then, there's still little chance.
No, exactly. They've got to act quickly. They don't have a ton of time to work with. Kevin, that's the bucket they needed, and Valanciunas goes and gets it for him. The big man seizes control of the moment.
Fast break. Here come the Raptors. Lowry has the open look. They get the rebound. Second shot opportunity. No good at the rim. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Just terrific determination. First, compiling the lead, and now building on it.
Yeah, Greg, I think it's very difficult coming back in this instance. They have owned this game. Don't see them coughing up this lead.
And now we get the chance to present our Jordan Player of the Game, LaMarcus Aldridge.
And he's provided them with a major mismatch on that low block tonight. That they've been able to lean on his scoring in the paint. And if nothing else has worked, he's given them a reliable option on every possession.
Some players rise to the occasion in the playoff spotlight, and some wilt under it. We know which type he is. What a stunning night for him.
Oh, Kevin, big-time delivery in a big-time spot by C.J. Miles. You have to love how fearless this guy is.
And so they choose to intentionally foul. Gets the first, and that increases their lead to 6.
And Parker has such speed and creativity, just causes the defense fits in terms of how to properly guard.
Yeah, they have to be feeling a little bit more comfortable after the free throws add to their lead.
Toronto calls timeout. They're trailing by 7. There's 21 seconds left to play in the final quarter. What's your take, guys?
And down like this, there's so much to talk about. I don't know if one timeout is going to be enough.
I think it's looking pretty bleak.
Three-pointer right. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Spurs will take it. They've been doing a great job of sharing the ball.
And guys, shot A comes to mind for me because right now that offense, it's a smooth operator.
Here's Anderson. Somehow ignores the tight D and gets the layup.
And that's a killer instinct on display as they try to put this one on ice.
I think that's exactly the mentality you have to have. You don't want to give this team any hope of coming back.
And so it's the Spurs with the win. A pretty good feeling right now for them. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. So that's a wrap for the first game.